Take your seats. Members, take your seats. The member with a tarabush, take your seat, Betsimba. I believe that is the correct name of what you are wearing on your head. It's called a tarabush, right? Tarabush. Yes. Members, you remember during your induction, you are told when you are voting, you remain in your seats and you maintain studious silence. And more so, when you are voting on a constitutional matter. I expect all of us to observe the etiquette we set for ourselves in our standing orders. Kawanjiku, what is your crisis? Very good. Members, for avoidance of doubt, I'll now remind you of the question, which is that the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025, be read a second time. Members, now, I give you 120 seconds to log in, and don't vote. You'll just log in and wait. Okay, log in. Don't vote yet. Just log in and be patient. Order, honorable members. Order. Order, members. Although it does appear overwhelming, but procedurally, I should still have tellers for yes and for possible no. So, whips, can you give me one teller each? Wamumbi, be a teller, but since you are voting electronically, remain where you are to vote. Millie, who is your teller? Mawade, take your seat. You are a teller. Remain in your seat and vote. But for the record, you are the two tellers. Don't vote yet. I'll tell you how many you are first. It has no expiry period. Just hold it. Honorable members, I want everybody to be at the same level. If you have any challenge with your card, we have ICT teams around. In the event, order Wanjala, order, in the event that your card and your gadget malfunctions, order, in case your gadget malfunctions, those with profane minds are already laughing. I'm not talking of your gadgets. I'm talking of parliamentary gadgets. In case your gadget malfunctions, you will come and record here. We have, honorable members, we have present 286 members. In addition to those, we have the 4 members who are indisposed, who will also be allowed to vote. Okay, so once more, be ready now.
It has gone off.
Kwame, what is your problem? If your gadget is malfunctioning, sit, I'll call you to come and vote.
It has malfunctioned. Time.
Tiambati. Just hold your horses. Just hold your horses. Okay. You can start voting now. Order, as I say start voting, I see some members holding their cards in the air. I said you vote in silence. And Wanjala, I said when you are voting, you remain in your seat. Go to your seat. Why is it counting backwards again? There are members who are checking their mind. Members, voting electronically is now over. I will now deal with virtual voters first, then there will be assisted voters. Yes. Yes, okay. Yes. Honorable members, Alice and Mrembo, you are assisted voters. Let's finish with the virtual voters. Take your seats first. Have they locked in the... Yes. They are all ready. Order, members, order. all members who are assisted voters, member for Thika, member for Bahati, Wanjala, you are also analog. So you can come to the table and be recorded. The rest of members remain in your seats. The only other members I will tolerate to come here is Wamumbi and Mawathe as the tellers. Order, members, order. The number of members flocking here as assisted voters far exceed the tally that I expect. Where is Wamumbi and Mawathe? You assist the clerks to verify. I'll give you 10 minutes to do that. The rest of the members remain in your seats. Tiambati, I give you 10 minutes for this. Honorable members, from my records, the assisted voters should not be more than 9. Yes. The assisted voters should not be more than 9. You are 286. 277 have voted electronically. Yes. And probably there are some of you who voted, but you don't know that you voted. Anyway, they will edit you out of the list. Yeah? Yes. Are you getting some who already voted? You didn't vote. So queue here and vote. You'll vote here as an assistant voter. And for the assisted voters, once you have been assisted, you go and take your seat. You see, what you do, just record them, the names that are voting yes. You'll edit out those who are voting twice. Since nobody is voting no. You just record. Order, members. Member for Moyale, take your seats. Parashina, take your seat. Member talking to majority leader, take your seat. Okay. Rose Museo. And then the virtual ones. You're supposed to be on your seat. Yes. Yes. From the head count, you are about 321.
From the current present, wale ambao wamekuja hapa, on this side was 9, on this side was 10, so we are still 96 and we all voted yes. So,
But I have asked your member to count for me. He says this side is gotten 166 and Robert Mbui this side got 155.
okay, let's do again. So that
Honorable members, order. Honorable members, obviously, order member for Malindi, take your seat. We'll stop to take the virtual vote as soon as they log in. Have you assisted them? Yes.
I wait here.
Eh? Honorable Kirwa. Do we ask him? Honorable Kirwa, how do you vote, yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. Next, we wish you a quick recovery. Next member. Next is Samal on the, put him on the screen.
Would it be a good idea for Mumbi and Bui to count again? Would it be a good idea?
That is Honorable Sloya. Is that Sloya? Honorable Sloya, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
Thank you. We wish you quick recovery. Next. Order, we have no information about Koimburi. Stop bringing his name here. Honorable Samal, how do you vote? Honorable Samal, you voted yes. Thank you. Wish you quick recovery. The last one. I'm told Honorable Wambilianga cannot be reached. She's not logged in, so she's a lost vote. Who? Koimburi made no request to Mr. Speaker on how he wishes to vote. Order, honorable members. Order. Order, members. Honorable members, I believe that the number we have and the numbers present may not be tallying properly. You are many more than I think I'm getting. I want to ask the two whips. Osoro, stand here and count everybody on this side for me. Millie, stand here and count everybody on this side for me. And everybody remain in your seat. This is a constitutional moment for you, and we want to have the numbers properly recorded.
From the machine, they have registered 286. But those who voted are 277. Electronically. Yes. Yeah, it's still here, yes.
Order, let him do kila shetani na mbuyi wake.
Yes, sir. Somebody has to pick it.
Mtu mmoja akuje na nikimaliza
Yes, sir.
rudi hapo.
Nataka mtu mmoja akimaliza arudishe.
Order. Mwango, take your seat.
304.
Yes. Honorable members, we've now properly verified the numbers. Members who voted electronically, 277. Members who voted virtually on a special request and acceptance by the Speaker. Order member for nominated member. How many times do you members want to be told that when we are in a voting situation, everybody remains seated? You remain in your seats and learn from your leaders. You know, Jomo Kenyatta's book Facing Mount Kenya says, animals in the wild, small animals watch the behavior of the giraffe. And for this purpose, the giraffe are your leaders. The Junet has not left, Ichungo has not left, Osoro left, and merely because of my instructions. Watch them, they are your giraffes. Go and read Facing Mount Kenya. It is not the other Mount Kenya. It's Mount Kenya as seen by Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. So, honorable members, electronic votes were 277, virtual votes were 3, and the rest were assisted voters who were about 11, I think. So we are more than what the machines had recorded. We are 301 present and voting, and 3 of our colleagues who are indisposed voting virtually. I now give you the results of the vote. Honorable members, the results of the vote are as follows. The ayes, 304. The nays, 0. Abstentions, 0. I now order the bars to be... Pardon? Yeah? Oh, okay, okay. Read. Hold the bar, hold the bar. Of
A bill
course,
for an act. Sorry.
the ayes have it, right? Let me repeat for the record. Number of voters, 304. Present and voting, 301. Voting virtually, 3. So total votes, 304. The ayes, 304. Nays, nil. Abstentions, nil. So the ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to amend the Constitution of Kenya.
Now open the bar and open the doors.
Come to 291, 277, 3 plus 11, unless this is 21.
This is the 21.
So you need to announce it.
Honorable members, that is not the end of the vote. You will still have to vote in the committee, in the third reading. So, honorable members, will you now be upstanding?
Order number 11, Committee of the Whole House.
Deputy Speaker.
Honorable members, this is the Committee of the Whole House to consider the Constitution of the Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025.
Clause 2.
Honorable members, I propose the question that Clause 2 be part of the bill. Honorable members, I now put the question that Clause 2 be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Title.
I propose the question that the title be part of the bill. I now put the question that the title be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 1.
I now propose the question that Clause 1 be part of the bill. I now put the question that Clause 1 be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Mover.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025, and its approval thereof without amendments.
Honorable members, I now put the question, which is that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025, and its approval thereof without amendments. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Honorable members, Mr. Speaker.
Here is a noise vote. Mover, Chairperson.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole House has considered the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025, and approved the same without amendments. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Mover.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. I also request the Honorable George Murugara to second the motion for agreement with the report of the Committee of the Whole House.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I beg to second.
Thank you. Order. Order, members. Take your seats. Lekuton, take your seat. Some members just enjoy running across the floor, even if you take them to take the nearest seat. Shinali, take the nearest seat. Honorable members, I propose the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. Honorable members, I now put the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. This is a noise vote. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Mover. Hold on, mover. Take your seat.
Order number 12, the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025, third reading.
Mover.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025, be now read a third time, and I also request the Honorable George Murugara to second.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to second.
Members on their feet, take the nearest seats. Muliongi. Take the seats, honorable members. Honorable members, Kipepeo, take your seat. Honorable Osoro, freeze then. Honorable members, I now propose the question, which is that the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025, be now read a third time. I now put the question, honorable members, and you don't have to vote. I now put the question, and I confirm that we have an overwhelming quorum today, which is that the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 4 of 2025 be now read a third time. Sergeant, ring the bell for 5 minutes.
The division bell is once again on ring mode as the Constitutional Amendment Bill of the year 2025, this being Bill number 4, is now on the third reading, with the Speaker directing that the quorum bell be rung for 5 minutes for members who had perhaps stepped out of the chamber to come back for the House to vote on the bill again. At this particular juncture of this bill being stage number 3, the House will be voting again like they did at the second reading, with the threshold being 233 members. The bill has already passed at the second stage of the bill, being an overwhelming vote for the bill. The total number of members who have voted for the bill is 304, who have voted to entrench NGCDF, Senate Oversight Fund, and GAF into the Constitution. Again, it's the 233, which is the required threshold, thereby surpassing that number. Upon the lapse of the 5 minutes directed by the Speaker, the Sergeant at Arms will be directed to draw the bars and close the doors for the House to vote for the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill at the third reading. Again, our dear viewers, the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill is a bill that is seeking to entrench NGCDF, Senate Oversight Fund, and the National Government Affirmative Action Fund into the Constitution. According to the movers of the bill, this bill being sponsored by two members, the member for Arieda, Honorable Paul Otiende Amolo, and Honorable Samuel Chepkonga, the bill will be seeking to ensure that there is reasonable access to exclusive national government functions in all the constituencies as envisaged in Article 6, subsection 3 of the Constitution, and ensure that there is participation of the people in matters identification and implementation of priority of national government programs. Allow me to hand over back to the chamber.
And members, you are already logged in, so this time round, don't disengage your cards, leave them where they are. Members who recessed to the rear, the 5 minutes are over. I now order the doors to be closed, to be locked. Lock the doors, draw the bars. Members, get to your seats. Go to your seats. Now, in the interest of time, members whose gadgets malfunctioned, we don't have to wait to start calling you. You can, as we go into the vote, you can start streaming to the table to record your vote. Members ready? Clerk, are you ready? Yeah? Don't log out. You are already logged in. If you haven't ensured that your machines are working, your gadgets, don't vote until I tell you to. But I'm waiting for you. Since there's no contention, whether we'll see the attendance here and we'll see people voting. Yes. Can we tell them to vote now? Yes. You can now vote. The clerk say, hold on a little. Clerks, be efficient. Ready? Yes. So you hold. I'm told the clock is still ticking. I already put the question. Kajwang. Order, Elisha, you are an assisted voter, then that does not include chatting away and laughing. You just queue here and wait to vote. Ready? Continue voting, those who have their gadgets working.
Is it necessary when a parliament for the tellers to come and announce?
No,
Not necessary.
just be here to assist.
Huh? Just
Assist the, assisted voters. There was Mrembo, there was Nganga. Or now your machine has worked. The end of electronic voting. Assisted voters. Wanjala, you have been assisted? Well done. Taitum, you are also an assisted voter.
Yeah, the gadget is not working. What am I going to do?
Mary, hata wewe ni assisted.
But my machine is not going off.
Yes. Has Honorable Rose Museo been assisted to vote? Yes, okay. Now go to the virtual voters. Honorable Kirwa, how do you vote? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Honorable Kirwa. Get Honorable Samal.
Thank you. Thank you.
Or was it Siloya first?
Yes.
Honorable Siloya, how do you vote? Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. Get Honorable Samal. Honorable Samal, how do you vote? Yes or no? Now go to the virtual voters. How do you vote?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Is Wambilianga available now?
Yes.
Thank you. You can discharge on Wasamal from the screen.
Yes.
And his lawyer.
Yes.
Did we lose some members?
Yes.
So in present voting is 283. Electronic is 283.
283. Virtual 3. Virtual 3. That is 222. That is 286. Plus 12. Assistant. Kuja hii na kuja hii. Not here.
298. It's 298.
298. Not 295.
298. Yes. Order, honorable members. Order, Nyamita, take your seat. Honorable members, the results of the division are as follows. Number of members present and voting is 295. 295. Electronic voters, 283. Assisted voters, 12. Virtual voters, 3. Total, 298. So the results of the division is as follows. Ayes, 298. Nays, 0. Abstentions, 0. So the ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to amend the constitution of Kenya.
Now you can open the doors and close the doors. Next order.
Order number 13, motion, consideration of the performance audit report on the provision of services.
Order. We'll go back to statements, clerk. We left, go back to order. Call out the order on statements.
Order number 7, questions and statements.
Do you think we'll have any? Members who had requests for statements. Where's my order paper? Baba, habari. Order Beatrice Elachi. We are back to order number 7. The following members had requested to request for statements: Elachi, member for Isiolo. Elachi, go ahead. Give Elachi the mic.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to request for a statement regarding the transitional mechanisms from the 844 to the competency-based curriculum education system. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44-2C, I wish to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Education regarding the mechanism of transitioning students who missed to sit the KCPE and KCSE examinations. Honorable Speaker, the rollout of competency-based curriculum CBC to replace the 844 system of education resulted in the Kenya National Examination Council (NEC) administering the last Kenya Certificate for Primary Education KCPE examinations under the 844 education system in 2023. Further, the final secondary school class under the 844 education system will sit for the last Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education KCSE examinations in 2027, marking the end of an era for the 844 education system and paving way for the full implementation of the CBC. Honorable Speaker, it is estimated that over 9,000 pupils who did not sit for the final KCPE examination in 2023 and other preceding years due to various reasons, majority of whom being girls affected by early pregnancies, illness, and other unforeseen circumstances. These learners now stand the risk for never progressing to secondary education for not having the opportunity to sit for KCPE examination, which is no longer being administered. The same fate awaits students who may miss to sit for the last KCSE examination in 2027. While many of these learners remain interested in completing their education and sitting for both KCPE and KCSE examinations, others were and are still desirous of bettering their previous grades before the examination is totally discontinued from the education system. Further, the shift from the 844 examination system to the competency-based assessment system presents a significant challenge in terms of curriculum adaptation, teacher training, assessment development, and conversion of qualifications from the 844 to CBC. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I request for a statement from the chairperson of the Education Departmental Committee on Education on the following. Measures that the Ministry of Education and the NEC have put in place to accommodate the learners who missed their KCPE exams under the 844 system, the conversion criteria for KCPE qualifications to the CBC assessment for purpose of transitioning to senior secondary school, the equivalent of secondary school under 844, clarification on whether there are any special arrangements, provisions, or remedial opportunities for these learners to sit their KCPE and subsequently KCSE exams, and the strategies the ministry is implementing to ensure students wishing to retake KCPE or repeat the KCSE examination will be allowed to do so until 2027, including measures for ensuring that those who might miss the last KCSE examinations in 2027 are not disadvantaged for transition to university and college education. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. It was to which committee, Beatrice?
Committee on
Education. Chair, Education, when can you respond? First week after recess?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
After recess, Mr. Speaker.
Member for Tarabach, Wajir. Member for Tarabach, Wajir. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am making a request for a statement regarding the funding for construction of the Wajir Tarbaj Kutulo Road. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44-2C, I rise to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Transport and Infrastructure regarding funding for the construction of Wajir Tarbaj Kutulo Road. Honorable Speaker, the Wajir Tarbaj Kutulo Road, which traverses Tarbaj constituency is part of the Horn of Africa Gateway Development Project supported by the World Bank with the aim of improving connectivity between Kenya and other Eastern and Southern African countries. The project is expected to improve the movement of people, goods, and services across the region. Additionally, the project will improve digital connectivity and access to social services by communities in the designated locations along the targeted sections. Honorable Speaker, the construction of the said road in two parts, being the Wajir Tarbaj Road, which is Lot 1, and Tarbaj Kutulo Road, which is Lot 2, was advertised under tender number Kena 2506/2022 and Kena /2507/2022, respectively, heralding the hope that this largely marginalized region will finally benefit from the improved connectivity. Although construction of the road commenced, completion of the project is now facing uncertainty due to financing challenges. Reports indicate that the National Treasury did not provide funds for the construction and completion of Tarbaj Kutulo Road in the 2025-26 financial year. This has raised fears of the project facing threat of termination due to lack of funds. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Transport Infrastructure on the following. 1, a report on the implementation status for the Wajir Tarbaj Road, that is Lot 1, and Tarbaj Kutulo Road, that's Lot 2 project, detailing the financing plan, total cost, and the amount disbursed and paid to the contractors so far. Secondly, the clarification on whether or not the completion of the Tarbaj Kutulo Road has been provided for in the financial year 2025-2026, specifying the budgeted amount. Number 3, a report on the number of residents affected by the project in Tarbaj constituency, including their details and status of compensation. And fourthly, details of the corporate social responsibility initiatives earmarked for implementation under the Horn of Africa Gateway Development Project within Tarbaj constituency, the budgetary allocation, and the expected impact on the local communities. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Chair Rhodes. Yes, Major Bashir.
Honorable Speaker, I want to associate myself with a request for that statement because it's very, very important. Honorable Speaker, you know the Horn of Africa Gateway Road project that has also already been, work has started, but as we speak now, it's not only the section where the member of parliament has talked about, a number of sections, actually the contractors have sort of downed their tools because funding or budget has not been factored in. Honorable Speaker, remember, this is a project where His Excellency has pronounced himself to the fact that it must be done and completed by end of 2027. However, as it is now, it looks like it's going into headwinds. And this might affect the promise that has been made to the people of Kenya and to the people of Northeastern specifically, that the road from Mandera all the way to Madogashe in Isiolo will be tarmacked. Honorable Speaker, we want this matter to be taken with the seriousness it deserves, so that we want an answer as soon as possible. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Roads. Chair Roads. Any member of Roads Committee? Oh, yes. Pardon? It doesn't matter. You take your seat. I was asking for the Chair Roads. A clerk inform the Roads Committee to bring a response the first week after recess. Honorable Tubi, I thought you were trying to alert me to give you an opportunity to request for your statement.
Yes, sure.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Although I wanted to talk about that one.
Just go to your statement.
Because it starts from my county. The whole road, Horn of Africa starts from, and it has stopped. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm also boarding that horse when it comes. Mr. Speaker, sir, I am standing to request for a statement regarding insecurity in Isiolo County. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 442C, I wish to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security regarding insecurity in Isiolo County. Honorable Speaker, there have been reported cases of insecurity in Isiolo County allegedly by persons sponsored by the governor of Isiolo County. This has caused havoc to residents, including the members of the County Assembly of Isiolo. For instance, on June 25, 2025, the said group of assailants attempted to illegally invade the County Assembly during a sitting while debating on a motion on impeachment of the governor, resulting in destruction of properties and injury to persons. These security concerns that have deeply unsettled the residents of Isiolo County. In addition, on 10th June 2025, the said group of assailants invaded Isiolo County Assembly, vandalized the Assembly chamber, caused members of the County Assembly to flee for their safety. This state of affairs has created fear amongst residents and the general population. Additionally, the actions have negatively affected the economy of the residents. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security on the following. 1. A status report on the assessment of insecurity cases recorded in Isiolo County in the month of June, last month. 2. Immediate measures that the government is putting in place to address the recent surge in insecurity in Isiolo County arising from whatever the activities of the County Assembly. 3. Measures being put in place to ensure that the safety of residents, including members of the County Assembly, is guaranteed. And Mr. Speaker, while I thank you for that, Right now, we are having 2 speakers of the county assembly in Isiolo.
Order, Honorable Truby.
Yes.
When you request for a statement, you only read what the speaker approved.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I finished.
Thank you. It was to which committee? Security. Where is Tongoyo? Any member of Security Committee? Caroline, you are a member of Security? You tell your chair to bring a response first week after recess.
Thank you, Chair. I will communicate.
I'm the speaker, not the chair
Thank you.
of the House. Thank you. Omanyo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Request for a statement on the operationalization of administrative units in Busia County. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44, 2, Section C, I rise to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security regarding inconsistencies in the operationalization of administrative units gazetted within Busia County. Honorable Speaker, the national government gazetted new divisions, locations and sublocations in Busia County as part of measures to enhance equitable access to government services and coordination of national government administration. However, the administrative units have been inconsistently and selectively operationalized in Teso sub-county, leaving out those within Busia County, Busia sub-county. They include Buhayo West Division, Mundika, Bugengi, Esikulu, Lunga, Buyosi, Murende, and Nasira locations, and Hungungu, Mundulusia, Budokomi, Munongo, Bukalama, Mujuru, Indoli, Sihabwa, Burumba, Bulanda, Mabale, Madele, Namikoye, Siamahanga, Nyibura, and Sikoma sublocations. Honorable Speaker, the inconsistencies in operationalization of administrative units in 2 sub-counties within Busia County disadvantages the residents of Buhayo sub-county in the access to critical government services, including security and recruitment opportunities such as teachers, police officers, and Kenya Defense Forces officers. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee and Administration and Internal Security on 1, a report on the status of operationalization of the above-mentioned administrative units in Busia sub-county to improve service delivery, address security concerns, and enhance equitable access to opportunities dependent on administrative units. 2, a report on the reasons for the delay in operationalization the gazetted administrative units in Busia sub-county, including the circumstances under which the administrative units in Busia sub-county were left out in the operationalization of units in Teso sub-county, and 3, measures being taken to operationalize the gazetted administrative units in Busia sub-county and the timeline for their activation. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
You are done? Yes, Odanga. Yes, give Odanga the mic.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I want to thank Honorable Manyo for coming up with this issue of seeking a statement. Indeed, these administrative units were gazetted in the year 2017, and it has taken so long for the government to operationalize. Last December, I did write and went to the Office of Interior, and we were promised that the division, particularly Buhayo West, and the sub-locations and locations were going to be operationalized. I believe that with this statement, the ministry will move with speed to ensure that they are operationalized for purposes of bringing services closer to the people. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, Chair Security, Ngalechei, can you bring a response within the first week
Yes, Mr. Speaker. I'll
after recess?
Yes, I'll convey the message to the chair.
Thank you. Wamrada.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. A request for statement regarding challenges facing the Kiambu National Polytechnic. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 44, Section 2C, I wish to request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee of Education on measures taken to resolve the challenge facing the Kiambu National Polytechnic, formerly known as Kiambu Institute of Science and Technology, and popularly known as KIST. Honorable Speaker, Kiambu National Polytechnic, formerly known as Kiambu Institute of Science and Technology, is a national TVET institution established in 1973 and fully accredited by the Technical and Vocational Education and Training Authority to offer diploma, craft, and artisan courses. The Polytechnic has a student population of 9,528 trainees. Despite its vital role, the institution faces various operational challenges, including a severe staffing shortfall, notably based on TVETA recommended student instruction ratios of 1 to 15 for practical classes, 1 to 30 for theory, and 1 to 10 for high-risk workshop. Kiambu National Polytechnic requires at least 550 trainers. However, the Public Service Commission has provided only 163 trainers. And due to this shortage, the Polytechnic has had to hire 160 additional trainers using the internally generated funds, thereby diverting resources meant for the infrastructure and equipment to payment of trainers, with employment projected to hit 12,000 by September 2025, and an additional 400 trainers will be needed. Additionally, Honorable Speaker, there are serious delays in the disbursement of government funding in the learning institution. And out of the 30,000 per student capitation to the Polytechnic learners, only 13,000 has been released in the financial year 2024-2025. The Polytechnic also has a severe shortage of hostels, laboratories, classrooms, and training equipment. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I seek a statement from the chairperson of the Department Committee of Education on the following. Number one, a report on steps being taken to recruit at least 400 additional trainers for KINAP ahead of the September 2025 intake. Number two, reasons for the delay of the disbursement of capitation and measures put in place to expedite and release HELB loans and scholarship to the students in the Polytechnic. Number three, the progress made implementing the 1,240 students accommodation units under the AHP to ensure availability of adequate accommodation in the institute and in the institution. And finally, number four, the plans by the Ministry of Education to fund and equip the specialized technical departments in the institution. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Amrada. Chair Education. Any member of Education Committee? Clerk, you notify the committee to bring a response within the first week on resumption I think those are the only members who had requested for statements. A response to a statement. Molo, are you ready for Wangari's response?
Yes, Honorable Speaker, on the 16th of April of 2025, the Honorable Member for Gilgil, the Honorable Martha Wangari, CBS, sought a statement from the Committee of Finance and National Planning on the status of the Aviator game of chances. In particular, the Honorable Member sought the following questions. One, the legal status of registration of the Aviator game of chance in Kenya. Two, how much revenue the country got in terms of taxes from betting and gaming activities in the country. Three, statistics on how much Kenyans spend per year on betting and gaming. Four, the steps being taken by the Betting Control and Licensing Board to control the proliferation of all manner of advertisements on audio, video, and print media relating to Aviator gaming. Five, criteria and regulations used by BCLB to authorize and regulate the Aviator games of chance in the country. And lastly, a list together with the license numbers and dates of farms, including media stations, authorized to conduct games of chance in the country. And again, lastly, a list of the Betting and Control Licensing Board of ongoing and concluding discipline cases taken against errant betting and gaming farms and media stations in the country for the last 1 year. Honorable Speaker, due to the busy schedule that the committee has had during now the preparation of the budget process, we did conduct the first meeting with the Kenya Revenue Authority. They gave us the first preliminary report on Thursday, the 3rd of June. However, there are still pending discussions, Honorable Speaker, by especially the Betting Control and Licensing Board, because the Betting Control and Licensing Board is the one that is mandated by law to license, monitor, deregister, or suspend any operations in case of a need-to-day basis. This CLB, as you know, Honorable Speaker, is established by Section 3.1 of the Betting, Lotteries and Gaming Act, Cap 131 of 1966. Honorable Speaker, betting and gaming fall into three categories. Namely, we have what we call the sports book, casinos, and lotteries. Casinos are again subdivided into online casinos, which include Aviator, Jackpot, and other virtual games, and land-based casinos, including slot and table games. Sportsbook betting is a form of gambling that involves wagering on sports such as golf, football, basketball, baseball, ice hockey, horse racing, boxing, and mixed martial arts. The public gaming, commonly known as casinos, consists of online gaming and land-based casinos. The games include, including Aviator and Jackpot, and other crash games. Visual games, table games like blackjack, poker, and roulette. We have other games like slot games, etc. The lotteries are a form of gaming conducted by registered institutions to raise funds for charitable purposes under Section 36 of the BLC Act, and are done by buying raffles or lottery tickets, and draws are conducted to determine the winners. I think we are all, probably all of us, participated in them in our church harambes since we were little. The taxation that exists on this particular Aviator and Jackpot gaming is we have a 5% excess duty on all deposit or stakes placed by punters. The tax is collected at the point of deposit. The tax is deducted at source in real time. But, Honorable Speaker, you'll note that the amendments that were done by the laws that were passed by this House through the Finance Act now has now changed the way this excess duty is taxed, so that now it's taxed when you deposit into the wallet of the betting company and not when you place a bet. In addition, there's a 20% withholding tax that applied for all gambling winnings. This applies to gross winnings from betting, lotteries, gaming, and prize competition. And this tax, again, is deducted at source in real time. We have also 15% gaming tax that is levied on gross gaming revenue. Gross gaming revenue is defined as a gross revenue turnover minus the amount paid out to customers as winnings. This tax applies to betting, lotteries, gaming, and prize competition, as calculated and remitted monthly by the licensed operators. So this is where the gaming company will subtract how much was people bet and how much they paid as winnings, and then I'll apply 15% as gaming tax on that gross revenue. And lastly, there is 30% corporation tax.